my iPad, go to Safari, and I'm going to make a new spreadsheet inside my Drive folder. I'm going into my school folder. In school, I'm going to go to my multimedia folder. In multimedia, I'm going to go to my spreadsheet folder. In spreadsheets, I'm going to make a new spreadsheet. So I'm going to press plus, and it's going to be a Google Sheets, and I'm going to save that with a name. So right where it says untitled, I'm just clicking there, and I'm going to rename it. So I have my keyboard connected to my iPad, and I'm going to call this shapes. Then I'm going to write down the name of all the shapes that I'm going to be doing. So I have rectangle, go down like 3 or 4 lines. Parallelogram, triangle. 2 triangles together make a trapezium with a circle. For all these shapes, I need to have little drawings for each of the shapes. I'm going to go to my sketchbook. I'm going to make a new drawing. I'm going to go to my line tool, and I'm going to use a straight line. For the rectangle, I'm just going to go and grab a rectangle. I want to label the base and the height. I just make another layer. I could make a text layer and type it. I could just write it, color it in. Color, and there we go. Then I want to save that. Click on that button, and I'm going to click the share. I'm going to put it into my images, save image. Then I'm going to go into my images, into my photos, click on that. I'm going to go to edit. I want to crop it, so I'm going to go to the cropping tool and just crop it like that. You have your drawing, and I want to bring that into the spreadsheet. So back into Safari, I'm going to go to the insert. I'm going to insert an image. I'm going to put it over some cells. Then I'm going to choose upload. I want to upload that. Browse my photo library. There it is, right there. Use. There it is. I should be able to drag that. Click on it. I can put it wherever I want. I can make it a lot smaller. There's my rectangle. Drag that beside the word rectangle. I'm going to put the words base, height. Here I'm going to have height. If we're doing a trapezium has a lot of different parts. Like it has a base and it has a height here. I'll just go up here and copy all that. A trapezium, here, let's go back to the drawing for a second. I'll just quickly draw a trapezium back into my sketch. Here, I'll just delete the drawing of the rectangle. Click on that. There is a delete somewhere. Yeah, just drag it up to the trash like that, and it's gone. I'm going to make another one, so plus. Then I'm going to draw a trapezium. So I need to use lines to do that. Let's zoom in a little bit. So I'm just going to make a trapezium that looks something like this. I need to get in there and erase those edges, because I still have the line tool on. I need to be on the erasing end of things. The size here, small like that. I just want to erase the overlap. That's my trapezium. Then I want to fill it in. I want my trapezium to be blue, and then I use the bucket tool and didn't like it. All right, so it's the tolerance I have to adjust. So I'm going to undo that, make the tolerance super low. Zip. There we are. There's my base. The height is, I'm not labeling the right thing. Let's go back to my line drawing tool. I'm going to go back to black, which is down here. I draw a line for the height, vertical line like that. Zoom in, just I can put a little one of these things in there to show that it's 90 degrees. In black, I'm on the wrong layer, so I need to make a new layer up here. So plus, you have to kind of hold it down with your finger, not with the pen. Here I'm going to write height. And this is the little base. This is the big base down here. Just trash that layer. I'm going to make another layer, plus, and I'm going to call this big base. I'm going to call this, make another layer. I'm going to call this side 1, and this one side 2. Make a new layer. Side 2. We have a lot of different parts on a parallelogram. Save that to photos. So share that, save image into your photos. I'm going to go and get that shape. I want to edit it. I want to crop. Like that. And that. And done. Into my spreadsheet. Go to insert again and insert the image over cells. Browse my photo library. And there it is. Use. Then I can click on it and drag it wherever I want, shrink it, something like that. I know that I need a big base, a little base, and a height. Let's take this, cut, we'll paste it right there. Paste. We have big base with a capital B, shift, base, return, little base. Then we have the height, and then we have side 1. Then we have side 2. We need a lot of room before we put our perimeter and area. I'm going to put perimeter. I'm going to put area. I want that for each shape. So I'm going to put my perimeter and area. I'm going to line them up with the perimeter and area of the trapezium. Area. I'm going to show you how to put everything in for the trapezium. Let's say we had a big base of 10 and a little base of 5 and a height of, let's say, 6 and a side 1 of 7 and a side 2 of 8. The perimeter is going to be equal to, and I just have to go and click on the big base, and then I'm going to click on the plus. The little base, click on that, plus. We're going around it as a side 1 and the side 2. Side 1 plus the side 2, and that's the perimeter. Notice the height isn't part of the perimeter. It's not part of the distance around the outside. Then I press return, and it calculates my perimeter as being 30. If I change my base to 12, notice the perimeter changes to 32 automatically. This is the power of a spreadsheet. It does the calculation based on these numbers here. So if these numbers change, the perimeter changes. The area of a trapezium is little base added to big base. So I'm going to put those in brackets. In brackets, I'm going to click on the big base, and then I'm going to add to that the little base. Close the brackets, divide by 2, and then times, which is the star, shift 8, times the height. Right there, and then return. That's the formula for the area of a trapezium. It's 51, and it's calculated automatically. So if I change the base back to 10, the big base back to 10, notice the area changes and the perimeter changes. I want you to do the calculations for the perimeter and area of all of your 5 basic shapes. And that's how you can do that on a spreadsheet in Google Sheets on your iPad. All right? Have a good day.